My family, feast your eyes on the cover page of the Coronation, or should I say, the Coronation. My family, it features a photo of Prince Harry and Meghan. People, the tabloids, spend their time telling the public they are so irrelevant. Time and time again, day after day, they are using Prince Harry and Meghan's photograph to promote King Charles' coronation. My family, and Meghan ain't even coming to Charles' coronation. At the same time, we are having one carnival of so-called expert called Dan Wooton. You, like Harry, can also call him sad little man, because that's just who he is. He abuses women. And my family, once again, he's abusing Meghan Markle. My family. Now, my family, Dan Wooton accuses Meghan Markle of taking the spotlight away from King Charles' coronation. My family, I want you to think about that. At the same time, think about Daily Mail that Dan Wooton writes for. These abusive columns targeting and abusing and trolling Meghan Markle, using Meghan's image, Meghan's photograph to promote King Charles' coronation. I want you to link those two. If you can link those two, my family, you will see the hypocrisy of the carnival of so-called expert called Dan Wooton. My family, how is it that you accuse Meghan of stealing attention away from the coronation? At the same time, use the image, the face of the woman you are accusing of stealing attention from King Charles' coronation to promote the coronation. My family, it's utter hypocrisy. It's the highest level of hypocrisy I have ever seen, ever. My family, you know what? They're like, how dare Meghan make an appearance to promote, or introduce her friend Mason Harriman at the TED Talks. She's upstaging King Charles' coronation. She's making us talk about her instead of King Charles' coronation. How dare Meghan go and watch a basketball game with her husband Harry? She's upstaging King Charles' coronation. It's utter hypocrisy. It's utter hypocrisy. Meghan does not decide what you talk about. My family, my family, they are trying to say or claim that it's Meghan who wants the attention. As a matter of fact, just this week, I heard from somewhere, these trolls were saying that, that Meghan can't go a day without, the attention. And that's why they can't stop, talking about her. My family, they're trying to pin their obsession on Meghan and blame it on Meghan. It's your fault we write about you. It's your fault we obsess over you. My family, that's what a stalker does. Blames the victim for his obsession, his or her obsession. And that's what they're trying to do to Meghan Markle. My family, how can you accuse Meghan of stealing attention from King Charles' coronation? And my family, Meghan fled the UK 3 long years ago. How? How can you blame someone who lives in Montecito for stealing attention away from King Charles, who lives in the UK, taxpayer funded? A woman who lives in California is stealing attention away from King Charles. It's utter hypocrisy. My family, they are trying to blame Meghan for their obsession on Meghan. My family, they are trying to justify themselves talking about Meghan by saying it's her fault. Meghan can't live without the attention. She loves the attention. And my family, that is not the case. That is not the case, my family. Meghan is living her life in California, going about her business. But yet every day, my family, even Daily Mail has devoted a section on its website titled Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Which even when Meghan is invincible, it does not stop the tabloids, the Daily Mail, from coming up with a single article or 10 articles or hundreds of articles recycled across different tabloids. My family, it doesn't stop them from talking about Meghan Markle or trashing Meghan. Even when Meghan is silent, it's like they have to come up with an article about Meghan. It's like a requirement. My family, it's a necessity. And then they blame Meghan for their obsession. My family, it's madness. My family, it's madness, my family. Madness from the UK media. So they are saying that Meghan can't leave her home. She can't go out. She needs to stay home. And my family, what did I say about this, my family? I said the tabloid media are like, if we can't have access to you, if we can't make money from you, Harry and Meghan, then no one else should ever be able to make money from you. My family, this hounding, these attacks on Meghan, and then blaming Meghan for just introducing her friend, Mr. Harriman, or going out to enjoy a game of basketball in California, not in the UK, in California, in her hometown, where they told her, which I recall an article from Daily Mail written by Piers Morgan, titled, Meghan Markle should go back to America. Meghan going out in America to enjoy a game of basketball. Somehow, she's attention seeking. Somehow, she is stealing attention from the king. An entire king, whom the media, my family, even have polls to tell us the king is way more popular than Harry and Meghan. And my family, I have those polls even right here. I have those polls. My family, let me read you these polls, my family. And here is what they're saying. A proportion of people who had a favorable view, on the most and least popular royals. And they say King Charles is number 6 with 54% support in the polls, my family. And Meghan is at 18%. Down there, my family. Harry is at 22%, my family. The third least popular royal. A poll conducted by Daily Fail that incites hate against Prince Harry and Meghan. And my family, they are saying, my family, so you can understand the hypocrisy of the media that must be called out. They are saying that someone who is the least popular royal, who is 18% in popularity, from a poll done by Daily Mail, my family, 18% is upstaging someone who has 54% support from the public. From the public have a favorable view of King Charles, 54%. Someone who is 18% is upstaging someone who is at 54% in the polls. My family, you don't need to be a genius to call out this level of hypocrisy. My family, there is no excuse whatsoever for the likes of Dan Wooton, abusers like Dan Wooton, bullies like Dan Wooton, to accuse Meghan of upstaging King Charles' coronation, when, my family, the same tabloid that they write for is saying Meghan is below Charles in the poll. How can someone who is down there in the polls upstage someone, by their own account, who has 54% support? And that's how you call out their BS, my family. That's how you call out the tabloid media's BS and propaganda. My family, Meghan does not want the attention of the UK media. Meghan wants nothing to do with the abusers. You would think they get the memo from Harry's memoir spare. You think they get the memo when Meghan fled the UK. You think they got the memo. But clearly, my family, they have not gotten the memo one bit. They have not gotten the memo a single bit, my family. And Dan Wooton, whenever he writes, an article, any article for Daily Mail, it's always meant to attack Meghan Markle, my family. That's what he always normally does, time and time again. No wonder Harry calls him a sad little man in his memoir. My family, no wonder. It makes perfect sense why Harry calls him a sad little man, my family. Dan Wooton is upset that he can't affect Meghan in any way. No wonder he writes one other unhinged article, trying to get Meghan's attention with their constant abuse of Meghan Markle. Time and time again. He's the same one, my family, who practically, GB News normally pay, Samantha to go over there and attack and abuse, Meghan Markle and say that, hey, look, can we just reconcile? Time and time again. What have women done to Dan Wooton that, my family, from how he speaks of women, he speaks of them with so much hatred. My family, from Colin Flack, who lost her life, and even Flack's ex-fiancé accused Dan Wooton of being a murderer. In a courtroom, my family, he accused Dan Wooton of being a murderer, my family. That's what he did. And now, after Flack took her own life, after Colin Flack took her own life, the media proceeded to have these Be Kind campaigns. The next day, they continued their targeted harassment of Meghan Markle. My family, when will this end? When will this end? Even in Harry's court case, there is something important that Harry said about the UK tabloid press. And my family, Daily Mail is one of those tabloids. In his case, against the Sun tabloid, here is what Prince Harry said. The British people are being brainwashed by the tabloid press. He said, and I quote, "The fact they're all ganging up to protect each other, like they did first after the Leveson inquiry, is the most disturbing and dangerous part of it all. it is clear to me that the tabloid press are the mothership of online trolling. My family, I highly doubt Meghan has ever met Dan Wooton even once. So why the hate? Why? You know, clearly to me it's about money and anger, really, because Harry called him a sad little man. And Harry did the right thing. You know, normally, whenever they see Harry has rejected them, they always go after Meghan to attack her and abuse her. The hope for them has always been that Meghan will leave Harry. They still cling on to that hope. Years later, after Harry left the UK, after Harry fled the UK, they still believe somehow that, you know, Meghan will leave Harry. With all this abuse, even Harry said it in the Stephen Colbert show. He said they thought Meghan would leave. With how they were abusing Meghan, no one can take what Meghan has taken. They thought Meghan would leave. With how they were abusing Meghan, they never thought that Harry would leave with her. They never ever thought that. No wonder it was embarrassing when Harry left with Meghan, to the media and to the Karens and to also the likes of Dan Wooton. My family. No wonder. And my family, every single day, they keep trolling Meghan Markle, even when Meghan has not uttered a single word about King Charles' coronation. My family. These hit pieces are coming out because my family, somehow, they're upset, first of all, that Meghan ain't coming to Charles' coronation. Very, very upset. They still would be upset if Meghan did say, hey, look, I'm coming. My family, I've said this. King Charles and William did not want Meghan to come. Yes, I firmly believe that. But the tabloids, they wanted for Meghan to come. And my family, they had thousands of articles written of how they're going to attack Meghan. For everything. For upstaging King Charles' coronation. Blah, blah, blah. For everything. And now that even when she's not coming, still, they are saying she's upstaging King Charles' coronation. A woman, they say, has support of 18%, my family, support from members of the public, is upstaging someone who has 54% in the eyes of the public supporting them. You know, my family, how does that even happen? You know, how does that even work? You know, you have to ask yourself those very, very important questions, my family. Very important questions, my family. You know, because if you see what is happening, you will know, my family, and understand, you know, what they're doing. They continue to harass, hound, abuse Meghan Markle, spread hate against her for clicks and also for money. My family. And Harry said this, my family. The tabloid press are the mothership of online trolling. Trolls react and mobilize to stories they create. Yes, exactly that way. Not the other way around. Though plenty of headlines are knowingly created from troll accounts while giving the impression that this is what the UK public think and feel. Exactly as Harry has said, my family. You know? And my family, they are riling up the trolls to believe that it's Meghan who wants the attention. And that's why their typing fingers can't stop from writing and trashing Meghan Markle. They want the trolls to believe it's Meghan who wants the attention. It's Meghan by going out on a game of basketball in California, not the UK. In California, not the UK. Somehow, is trying to overshadow the coronation. Someone, they say, has 18% support. Very low, my family, very, very low support compared to other senior roles. However, someone who has the least support is overshadowing someone they claim has so much support. You can't make this stuff up. The utter level of hypocrisy. My family, I just wish people could see it and ask themselves these questions, these important questions. Like if you say Meghan has 18% support, very low support, how is it that she, someone who has low support, based on what the tabloids are saying, can overshadow someone who has a 54% support from the public? How? I wish people could ask those important questions, my family. Because we are having the press, the carnival of so-called experts, my family, blaming Meghan for their obsession. Blaming Meghan, going to a game of basketball with her husband in California, of upstaging the coronation, of wanting the cameras to be on her. That's what my family, they are saying, my family. That it's how to get everyone talking about Meghan again. Someone who Daily Mail says has 18% support. My family. The same woman they say are trying to grab their attention is the same woman they are using, my family, for cover photo of Charles' coronation on Daily Mail website to promote the coronation. The same woman they say is upstaging Charles' coronation is the same woman they are using on the cover page to promote, King Charles' coronation. You can't make this stuff up, my family. That is what is happening, my family. And then they blame Meghan for their obsession. My family, we won't have that. My family, we won't entertain that. We'll call out that which we see is just, plainly wrong, my family. Plainly wrong, my family. We'll call it out, my family. And my family, once again, we're having a situation where the tabloids are continuing to troll Meghan Markle, who has not uttered a word about King Charles' coronation from her mouth. Not a single word. It's the tabloids themselves that keep talking about Meghan Markle, that keep trashing Meghan Markle. It's them, the tabloids. And then they blame their trashing of Meghan on Meghan. They blame their obsession to type an article about Meghan on Meghan. It's Meghan who wants the attention, not us. It's Meghan. The utter level of hypocrisy, my family. Meghan wants nothing to do with them, my family. As a matter of fact, Prince Harry and Meghan years ago initiated a policy, a zero engagement policy with UK tabloid media, beginning with Daily Mail, Daily Express, the Sun tabloid. My family, Prince Harry and Meghan instituted a zero engagement policy with those tabloids. And those tabloids are telling the readers it's Harry and Meghan who want us to talk about them. Give me a break. Stop lying. And those readers who believe what they're told so gullibly, and they use those hateful rhetoric to troll Meghan Markle. Use some common sense. Use some common sense. Use some basic common sense. My family, no wonder Harry said that the UK public are being brainwashed by the tabloid press. He said, and I quote, my family, "This is brainwashing at the highest level. People die as a result of trolling. And people will continue to take their own lives when they can't see any other way out." My family, don't forget that Caroline Flack's ex-fiancé accused Dan Wooton of being a murderer. Don't forget that. My family. And my family, also don't forget, Meghan contemplated taking her own life to try and escape the tabloid media's abuse. Meghan thought in her mind that if she wasn't there, all those attacks, insults, abuse, targeted harassment, trolling, like what we're seeing from Dan Wooton, would stop. That's what Meghan thought. My family, no wonder Harry says people die as a result of trolling, and people will continue to take their own lives when they can't see any other way out. Harry says, my family, how much more blood will stain their typing fingers? Dan Wooton, I'm talking about you. How much more blood will stain their typing fingers before someone can put a stop to this madness of trolling? Like what Dan Wooton is doing to Meghan, who has not uttered a word about Charles' coronation. My family, the goal of this attack also is to get Meghan not to do anything, like to hide, not work, not pursue her deal with WME. That's the goal of these attacks. They are so afraid of Harry and Meghan making $1 billion. Because once Harry and Meghan do that, my family, what happens in the future when UK media are going after William's child, Louis? He can say, I want to leave. And that means low revenue for UK media. My family, because I have seen William's son, Louis, is the next target of the media. Is the next target of UK tabloid media. They are building him up to destroy him. That's what they do to Spears, my family. And they're going after his son, Louis. My family. And they're so afraid of seeing Harry and Meghan succeed, making $1 billion, because in the future, if they want to bully Louis, they can say that, oh, look, he may leave. And that's why they're so invested in trying to destroy Harry and Meghan. In the hopes that future members of the royal family will say, hey, look, those who left never succeeded outside of the institution. So just, take abuse. That's what they want. That's what the abusers, the tabloids, want to achieve. If I was advising Meghan, I'd tell her, Meghan, you do you. Go out, have fun, work, make movies, make money, and continue ignoring the noise. Because your success, Meghan, is what will shut them up completely. That's what I would tell Meghan Markle. If I ever saw her, if I ever spoke to Meghan Markle, that's what I'll tell her, my family. Your success is how you shut them up. Is how you keep them quiet. Is how you stop them. My family. And my family, I condemn Dan Wooton's attacks on Meghan. I also call out Daily Mail for using Harry and Meghan's faces to promote King Charles' coronation, at the same time claiming that Meghan and Harry are upstaging the coronation. You can't make this stuff up, my family. That's what they're saying, my family. And yet they're using people whom they're accusing of having the power to overshadow the coronation, to promote the coronation. My family, it's utter level of hypocrisy, really. It's utter level of hypocrisy. And my family, it must be called out. We must call it out. And my family, I said yesterday, it's high time the tabloids begin paying Harry and Meghan. Because clearly, it's Harry and Meghan who are paying the rent money. Dan Wooton apparently only ever writes articles about Meghan, even when she's not even seen. And the only way you continue doing what you're doing, my family, is if you know those articles, you're making a ton of money. A ton of money. Which, my family, I believe that's what they do. Normally get whenever they write a piece about Meghan. They make so much money. And that's why they don't stop attacking. And my family, we must condemn this trolling. The trolling of Meghan Markle in particular. It's her who is the target, my family. It's her who is being targeted by the UK media. Once again, they've never ever stopped. Despite Meghan leaving the UK, they have never ever stopped. It's high time it stops, my family. In Harry's own words, how much more blood will stain their typing fingers before someone can put a stop to this madness? Dan Wooton must stop attacking Meghan Markle. The guy has never even met Meghan Markle. Some people are being told to hate Meghan, and when they're told why, there is no reason to hate Meghan Markle. No reason. My family, oh, she's overshadowing the coronation. My family, is it Meghan's fault that UK media are so obsessed on her? Meghan, who has said, my family, they want nothing to do with the media, tabloids. Zero engagement policy with them. Meghan also does not decide what ends up on the front pages of UK tabloid media. The editors of these tabloids do. My family, we must condemn the constant online trolling of Meghan Markle and demand it stops. Dan Wooton, Piers Morgan, and the other people abusing Meghan Markle. You must stop trolling Meghan Markle. It must come to an end. Lives have been lost. And you won't cause harm to Meghan Markle. You won't do to Meghan what you did to Colin Flack. My family, now tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. I'd like to hear your opinion, my family. And with that and so much more, stay tuned for our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doria, Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Stay tuned for our next video. Love you always and forever. Hate never wins, only love wins. Stay tuned for our next video. Love you, my family, always and forever. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doria, Raglan. The power of Meghan, my family, the power of Meghan. To overshadow a coronation, my family, that she is not even attending. To overshadow a coronation while living in California, minding her business, enjoying a game of basketball with her husband. The power of Meghan. The power of Meghan, who apparently, based on polls done by Daily Mail, has the lowest support of any member of the royal family, but suddenly is accused of overshadowing members of the royal family. The tabloids themselves, based on their polls, have higher popularity than even Meghan. The power of Meghan. My family, tell me what you think about what we have just discussed. I'd like to hear your opinion. My family, And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lipedana, and Doria Raglan. Hate never wins, only love wins. And stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. And Harry and Meghan's love story truly has won. What angers Dan Wooton is the love and bond between Harry and Meghan. After all these years of attacking Harry and Meghan, Meghan has never left Harry. Harry has never left Meghan. That's love, Dan Wooton. Clearly something you don't know. I will never ever find in your life because of how hateful you are. You will stand there and watch as Harry and Meghan continue winning and continue loving each other. Your hate campaign against Harry and Meghan has been a failure, and it will continue being a failure. And you can take that whatever you want. Harry and Meghan have won, and they'll continue to win. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of DUCHESS Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of DUCHESS Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.